Right now, vendors are setting up at the NRG Center ahead of the World Series of Dog Shows. That includes animal chiropractor Dr. Rylan Holub, who sat down with our Stephanie Simmons yesterday ahead of the big event to talk about, believe it or not, getting your pets adjusted.
All right, we are talking about something very interesting today that I think needs to be talked about more. Chiropractic care for animals. You work mostly with dogs. This is Dr. Rylan Holub. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So my first question is, when do you know an animal needs care?
Well, we like to go based on a holistic approach. So in our opinion, animals always need some kind of chiropractic care, just that humans, sometimes there are different signs based on how they're moving or how they're carrying their tail, or there can be even more subtle signs of maybe they're licking at their paws or chewing on their paws or such like that.
And I think that people would misread that. You and I were talking off camera. People would just think if a dog was licking its paws, maybe it has allergies, but it could be something else. What are the most common areas that you treat? What do you see overall, any breed, any age of dog? Is it the hips? Is it more towards the neck? What do you see the most?
I treat head to tail, top to bottom. It depends on what the animal is doing. What is their job? Are they just a at-home pet? Are they a horse? Are they a working dog, as in like, police officer canine dogs? Most of the time, we'll always see something out in the neck. We'll see a little bit out in the spine. Usually the spine's pretty good. We'll see rear end, something being not moving correctly in the rear end, as well as within the hips and the shoulders.
And then how do you know that you've done a good job? Are they instantly like?
So they will always, most of the time.
I was panting in a good thing.
They will, give a really good shake afterwards, and that lets us know, one, they reset their nervous system, and two, that was just like shedding everything off and just, oh, that feels good. Kind of like when you wake up or you get up from your chiropractic adjustment and you just let out that.
You were telling me as well, this is not just dogs who you work on. You have a long-standing relationship with the HPD, and tell us what you do with the horses.
Usually on a monthly or bi-monthly basis, we go to Houston Police Department's Mounted Patrol, and we do wellness care, chiropractic adjustments for their horses, for all the work that they are, asked to do of them. But I do think that a wellness approach always has a better effect on animals over time.
Okay, well, speaking of better effect, we have an example over here. We have Leo, who is a 1-year-old golden retriever.
Just kind of the same way with a dog that I've never met before, I will always start on the rear end because one, even though they don't like people behind them, sometimes it's not safe being next to their head right away. So I'll usually start on their rear, and I'm just gonna have you hold his head just, very gently. I like to keep them straight so that way it doesn't skew any of my findings, and I'll go down the spine. And I'll check the spine, and then I'll go down the ribs, and I'll check the ribs.
He's still smiling.
And if I find something, then of course we will adjust and fix it.
Are you looking for tight muscles or something out of whack?
I feel for tight muscles. I feel for heat or temperature imbalances. I also feel for a restriction. So if that joint is not moving correctly like I know it should.
Okay.
Of course, given that that animal isn't, depending on their age, are they arthritic, what is causing that to not move correctly? And then we'll come up and we'll check the neck.
And you can do that pretty thoroughly with a wiggly dog?
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll check. So like his neck is restricted on the right. So we'll go, and it's very gentle. Everything, it's not forceful like you might see from chiropractors and videos and stuff like that.
Did you just adjust it?
Yep.
Wow!
So like, for an instance, if you want to see right there, you see when I press on here, you see that flinch?
Yes!
That's a rib that's out.
See, okay.
So, and even though you can see that it's causing some kind of pain stimulus, it's very gentle. And now we don't see it again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, that's incredible. And you can physically see how that worked, because when he did that, I saw, nice work, that's great. Good boy, Leo. And that's how it's done, and it was very quick.
Karina and her dog getting the free adjustment. So now I'm just going to bring in my horse so I can get my free adjustment. I don't have a horse.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
You know, the biggest thing is that Leo is young and healthy and at a rib out of place. And Karina, a great pet owner, did not know because he wasn't showing any other signs and he was wiggling and everything. But then he was so relieved once he got it done.
And he did it so fast that you weren't even sure what had happened.
The dog didn't even know, but he knew it felt. He was like, ooh.